Have you ever cleaned your bedroom, organized your closet, picked up the living room, and immediately felt so much better? Our environment is often a mirror of what's going on in our internal self, so it makes complete sense why we feel better when our space is clear and clean. But how can we use our space as a healing tool for ourselves? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to take spiritual inventory of your space. Hi crystal lovers, I'm Heather Askinosi from Energy Muse, and today we're going to take a deeper look at our space. For everyone, there's certain areas of your home that you spend tons of time in because you love how the space feels and in turn makes you feel good. And then there are areas of your home that you avoid even looking at. For me, that area is my closet. I have these piles of clothes, unfinished projects, and bills that I need to take care of. It's the one spot in my home that derails me. And you know, when I think about it, the closet is kind of that deep, subconscious space in our home. It's where I keep clothes that touch my body and pick up energy, and where I hide things from people who enter my home, and it's easy to stuff everything in there and shut the door. But the second I open the door to get something out of my closet, everything comes rushing back and everything I hid in there becomes real again. So instead of letting it continuously haunt me, it's time to make a shift and take ownership of my space. Ready to start? Here's my favorite tips on how to take spiritual inventory of your space. My first tip is enter your space with an open mind. Find a neutral ground within where you can remain non-attached to your space. This allows you to have a crystal clear bird's eye view of what your space looks like and how it makes you feel. My second tip is to do a bit of self-reflection work regarding your space. Take a notebook or blank piece of paper and begin listing different areas of your space. Write down how you feel when you enter these different areas. There will likely be certain areas that trigger you more than others. Writing down your feelings allows you to be your own therapist in a way. This exercise gives you the opportunity to focus on one area at a time so that when you do a walkthrough later, you can be like, oh yeah, so maybe I found a solution for this pile of shoes in the doorway. I wouldn't feel so overwhelmed when I went into that space. Lastly, it's spiritual inventory time. Holding your notebook, walk outside your front door and close it behind you. Turn around and face your front door, and now take 3 deep breaths. Open your door and turn to the left. Enter the first space. Assess your space by these 4 senses and write down in your notebook what comes up. Remember, you want to look at your space as an observer. What does the room look like? Observe the space. Look at all the corners of the room. See what's on the tables. Take a look at your artwork. If there are plants, are they living? Are they thriving? Is the room dusty? Are there piles of stuff everywhere? Look at the floor. Is the room easy to move around? What does the room feel like? Does the room feel light and open or dark and stale? Does it feel tense or stuffed? What does the room smell like? Does the room smell fresh? Does it smell moldy and wet? Does it smell stale? Does it smell welcoming? Finally, how do you personally feel when you are in the room? Did you tense up when you crossed the threshold? Does this space bring you relaxation and feel soothing? Do you feel open or closed? Is there a certain item or area that triggers you within the room? Repeat this process with all of the rooms or areas within your home and take notes of anything that comes up. After you're finished, use these notes to create an action plan for yourself to shift your space to make it a better environment for you to thrive in. Taking inventory of your space allows you to use your environment as a way to check in with yourself and your feelings. And the process to do this couldn't be simpler. So now that you know how to take a spiritual inventory of your home, it's time to start shifting your own space. And I know this may be a little overwhelming, so I'm going to help you get started on your transformation. Start by just taking spiritual inventory of your entryway. Walk into your home and stop. What is the first thing that catches your eye? How does that make you feel? Go through the 4 easy steps just in your entryway. This space is the first thing you see every time you enter your home, so take note of how it makes you feel. If you don't like how it makes you feel, shift it. Think of how much better you'll feel when you come home every day. I'm so excited to hear about what you find. Show us your progress by using the hashtag #SpiritualInventory. And I'll see you next time to talk about the next steps in your spiritual inventory journey. Make sure to join our Secret Crystal Lovers Facebook group. And don't forget to go to energymuse.com and sign up for our newsletter for crystal tips, rituals, and secrets. Namaste.